Let us right click on the project, click new, click on data flow, provide the name, and click finish. So once we click finish, let us select table from ECC, expand ECC, double click on ECC, click on tables, click on import object by name, enter the table name TSPA. You already have TSPA, then enter TSPAT and click finish. So basically what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to import two tables, TSPA and TSPAT. So using a table reader, drag and drop the table reader, select the data store. Data store is ECC, click OK. Select the table, TSPA, click OK and OK. So either you can use a table reader to read data from a table, or directly we can drag and drop this table onto the work area. So here you have TSPA and TSPAT. Let us select the query transform, drag and drop onto the work area, link TSPA to query and TSPA to query. Select the template table, drag and drop the template table onto the work area. Select the data store, data store Hana, click OK. Select the table owner is best. Provide the table name, jet sales underscore divisions, link query to table, select the query transform, right click on SPRT, click add field in query, SPRES, so we don't require SPRES. So SPART and vtext. I'm taking SPART and vtext. So click on joins. On the left schema, select TSPA. On the right schema, let us select TSPAT. Click on where clause. Click on edit filter. SPRES, drag and drop to the filter area. Provide the language is English. Click OK. Click validate. So here we need to select the output. So in the query, click on output schema. So let us give the join types. So click on the expression. So let us give the join. So on what we are trying to join here, SPRT is equal to SPRT. We don't require MNDT. MNDT we don't require, so I'll just cancel this. SPRT to SPRT and click OK. Select this and click confirm and click OK. So TSPA.SPRT is equal to TSPA.SPRT. finally click on validate. Validation successful. Click close and click execute and click yes, and finally click finish. So here is where the other day we got the job issue. Job was not working due to the license issue. So this way we got the issue. I'll click finish. Once we click finish, so the difference between loader and directly drag and drop, there's no difference, just that. So reading a table from a table reader and just dragging and dropping, there's no difference. Both are same. So now I'm trying to execute the job. So meanwhile, let us log into HANA Studio. So I log into HANA Studio. Click on SAP HANA, HANA Studio. Let me show you the output of the join condition. I'm logged into SAP HANA Studio. Let us log into system. So once we log into system, the job was successful. Click on view trace log. Completed successfully. Let us go back to data flow. So I'll copy this table, get sales underscore div. Go back to HANA Studio. Expand catalog. Go to the best schema. Expand the best schema. So other part that we completed the other day, the complete exercise we spent the other day, about 40 minutes we spent on this exercise. Just we were only able to not able to see the output because of the job server issue. So I'll right click on this table and click open data preview. So here you can see. So once I join both these tables, we can see SPART and VTEX together. 01, 02. All these are different sales divisions. These are different sales divisions within an organization. 07 is high tech, 09 is automotive parts, vehicles, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and so on. So in this exercise, what we have done is we try to join two tables using the query transform. So using the query transform, I join two tables. So once you join using a query transform, in the output schema, we need to select the required columns. Click on joins. In the joins, you need to select the left schema, right schema. On the bulb-like icon, you need to give join conditions. So you have to provide the join conditions. And finally, click on the where clause. Once you click on the where clause, I create a filter on an English language. Now, for example, let's say you would like to add some more tables for joins. What I can do, I can create another query transform. You can have another query transform. Suppose you want to link with another table. Double click on ECC data store. Let me import some tables. Let us take T001. Let us take TVKO. Click Save. Let us go back to data flow. So if you want to implement complex joins, so how do? You want to not implement a complex join. So further you can join TBKO, drag and drop TBKO, link TBKO to the query. So based on the business requirement, so you can keep joining these tables according to the requirement. Now drag and drop T001, link T001 to the query. So based on the business requirement, you can join these tables together. Now what is the difference between a join and what is the difference between query and merge? Merge is similar to union. Merge is similar to union, and join is a query based on a condition. In a query, join is a query based on a condition. Now let us see the next example. So the other day we were also discussing about, I did not even show you output. So this is one pending topic we have. This is one of the pending topic we have, and the other pending topic was transforms. The transforms, we did not see the output for due to the job server issue. Due to the job server issue, I was not able to show you output for this part as well. What is a table reader? Table reader is to read data from a table. You're reading data from a physical table. File reader. File reader is to read from a file. Read from a physical file. Table loader. Load data to a physical table. You need to load data to a physical table. Template table. Template table is a table that is created at the runtime of the user query. At the runtime of the user query. So it's created at runtime. File loader. To load data to a file. Nothing but physical file. To load data to a physical file. Template file. Template file is to load data to a file. You can load data to a file that is created in runtime. Please see what is runtime objects over here. Template table is a runtime object. Template file is a runtime object. You want to read data from a table, table reader. You want to read data from a file, file reader. You want to load data to a table, table loader. You want to load data to a file, file loader. So file loader, table loader, table reader, file reader, template table, template file. So when you want to read, you can read data from a table, you can read data from a file. You want to load, you can load data to a table. You can load data to a table. When you load data to a physical table, it's called table loader. When you want to load data at the runtime, it's called template. When you want to load data to a table or a file, when you want to load data to a table or a file in the runtime, to a table is called template table. To a file it is called template file. To a file it is called template file. To a template it is called template file. To a file 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 it is called template file. To a template it is called template file. To a file it is called template file. To a file it is called template file. To a file it is called template file. To a template 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 it is called template You want to load to a file loader. Okay, so first we'll start with first we will see. Now we know here we know two things here. We know how to read data from a table. We know how to load data to a template table. So we know both of them. How to read from a table, how to load to a template table. In yesterday's exercise, you remember yesterday exercise? I was trying to show you how you can load data to a physical table. That is table loader. So yesterday I was trying to show you table. So all the participants able to understand? So because yesterday I was trying to show you, you want me to show everything again, or you want me to show you everything again, or should we skip already the ones that we already see in the previous sessions? So basically what I'm trying to say is PC. So here, table reader. Today we see table, simply see. They drag and drop. You're reading data from a table. Select the data store, ECC, click OK. Select the table, click OK, and click OK. So this is table reader. Let me create one more project. Sorry, let me create one more data flow. Let me create one more data flow. So first we'll start with table reader. Drag and drop table reader. Select the data store, ECC, click OK. Select the table, T001, click OK, OK. So this is table reader. Now, template table. Drag and drop the template table. Select the data store. Select Hana, click OK. Schema is best. Table name is Jet. Company code, and click OK. So this is table reader and this is template table. Link table reader to template table. Link table reader to template table. Click validate. Validation successful. Click close and click execute and click OK and click finish. So in this example, we are seeing how to read data from a table using table reader and how to load data to a table, which is template table. Table reader and template table. So we cannot load data to ECC tables. We cannot load data to ECC tables. We can only read data from ECC. We can load data or we can read data from HANA tables. Job is running. Job is running. So here we have, let me do one thing. Let me load to a single company code. Let us load to one single company code because the transaction log is full. So what I'll try to do is I'll insert a query transform. Just load to a single company code. This I'm trying to filter on the single company code using the query transform. So the job is successfully run. Click on view trace log, completed successfully. So I'll go back. So now let us go to this table. So what is the difference here? This is a physical PC this symbol. So here you have in white color, the table is in white color, and here you see rows and columns inside a table. So this is called physical tables. So whenever you see rows and columns, it's called a physical table. Whenever you see this white color tables are called template tables. What is the difference between this and this? These tables you cannot drop. You cannot drop these tables. But these tables, every time, by default, they drop and recreate. So these are physical tables, and these are tables that are created in runtime. So let us go back to tables, filters, copy paste the table name, whole word, and click OK. Data preview. So we have, I tried to load only one company code. Only 1,000 company code I tried to load here. Now we know the difference between table reader and template table. The next exercise, I'll remove this. I'll remove everything. Next one is file reader. What is the difference between table reader and file reader? Just that both are readers. This is a table, this is a file. Now let us drag and drop file reader. What is the use of file reader? Use file reader to read data from delimited text files. To read data from delimited text files. Drag and drop file reader. Now it is asking you, please see, it is asking us file format. So first we need to create a file format. So how do we create a file format? Right click on the project, click new, click on file format. So what am I creating? I'm creating a file format. So file format is a data source. It is a source of data. Click on file format, flat file format. Manually create or automatically import. So I'll select automatically import file formats from existing files. Click next. Click on add files. Click on the desktop. Let me check if you have any file over here. So I don't have any file. So I don't have any file here. Let me quickly create one file. I'll quickly create one file because I don't have any file over here. Just I'll take few columns, quickly create this file. Click File, click Save As. Click on the desktop. I'm taking a CSV file. So I'm creating one file called jet_file_data. I'm creating one sample file. So I stored this file onto the desktop. Let us save this file to the desktop. So now let us click on Add Files. Click on Add Files. Click on the desktop. Select the file jet_file_data. Double click. Click Next and click Finish. So once you click Finish, please see here jet_file_data. Now this is called as file format. So what I want to do, now I want to read the file from desktop and load it to SAP HANA. So how can I read this file now? So now I will drag and drop file reader. Now we need to select file format. Click on this icon, select file format and click OK. And click OK. So once you have this file, now I'll select template table, select the data store, select HANA, click OK, provide the name as best, and give it as Jet Copa data. So I'm creating a template table, click OK. So what we have done here, so this is file, from file I'm loading to SAP HANA. So this is the file, this is called file loader, sorry, file reader, and we're loading to template table. I can do two things. I can load to a table. Also, I can load to a file. You see, here I have a table, and here you have template file. So drag and drop template file. So I'm loading data to a template table. I'm loading data to template file. So both we are doing, both we are loading. So link file to table, link file to template file. So at the same time, we are creating a table, we are creating a file, we are creating another file. on template file. Just click on template file, and here, where do you want to create this file? What is the root directory? You want to create this file on the desktop or at ECCAP23. Any folder I want to create over here, ECCAP23. I want to create in this folder, click OK. I want to create in this folder a file name. What is the name of the file? So what I'll try to do is, I'll copy this file. So whatever the existing file I have, I'll just copy this. I'll go to ECCAP23. Just I will paste the file over here. I'll open this file. And then I'll delete all the entries from this file. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to load data from a physical file to a template file. Where is the physical file? Physical file is on my desktop. Where is the template file? Template file is inside. Template file is inside ECCAP23 folder. This is where you have ECCAP23 folder. So from one place to, so I'll try to link from here to the template table and from here to template file. And click validate. It says validation failed, one error. Let's see what's the error. So it says missing few parameters over here. Yeah, here. So we did not specify the file name. I forgot to specify the file name. So I'll click on browse again. ECCAP23. Select the file and click open. So this is the file. Where are you creating this file? We are creating this file on the desktop. Click on validate. Validation successful. Click close and click execute and click yes and finish. So it's very simple exercises. Just loading from one file to another file, loading from one table to another table. So now we are loading from where? We are loading from file to one template table and to another file, which is a template file. We're loading to two targets. One target to a table and the other target to file. So I'm running the job. The job is being running now. Job is successful. Completed successfully. Let us first see this table. Get COPA data. Right click on tables, filters, copy paste the table name, click hold word, click OK. Right click on the table and open data preview. So here you have data here. So you can see WikiORG, all the raw data here. So here it loaded data. Please see, a template file can load header as well as data. A template file can load header as well as data. Here you have two files. One is a template file and the other one is file loader. When to use template file and when to use file loader. You see, here you have template file and the other one is file loader. The question is when to use template file and when to use file loader. When the structure is always changing, we use template file. When the structure is constant and you only want to populate data into the table, then we use file loader. Now, I'll go back. Now, in this case, the structure is there. You already have a structure. Now I'll delete this. I'll delete data. Clear contents. So I only kept the structure over here. I deleted the entire data from a file. Now I will take this as file loader. I'll take this as file loader. Now if you even don't have the structure, if you even don't have the header, then you can take it as template file. So let us save. Yes. Click close. Click save. Let us save to the ECC AP23. Let us save here. Where you have header with data, no data. Now what I'll try to replace here, instead of template file, I'll delete this. With what I'll replace with file loader. Drag and drop file loader. So file loader, click on this, select the file underscore data, click OK. Now here we need to change the path of the file. So where I want to load, simply see it is pointing to the desktop. I don't want to load directly to the desktop. So I'll click on this, select ECC AP23, click OK. Click on this file path and double click on this file. So I change the file path. Now I'm pointing to ECC AP23. Finally link get file data to file loader. Click on validate. Validation successful. Click close and click execute. Then click yes. And click finish. So once you click finish, job is running. Job is successful. Click on view trace log. Completed successfully. Previously we only had header. Now data is loaded to the file. So this is called file loader. So we see three things now. One is reading a file, loading to a template file, and loading to file loader. So all these three are files. Please see file reader, file loader, template file, all these three are files. But this is to read file, this is to load without a structure, and this is to load with structure. You can read data from table, from SAP. You can read data from non-SAP. You can also read data from programs. You can also read data from code. So you're reading data from a table, you're reading data from a file, SAP tables. Also you can read data from a code. How can you read data from a code? Using SQL transform. Please see, I'll go back. Let us drag and drop. Let us drag and drop SQL transform. Once we drag and drop this SQL transform, so what is the use of an SQL transform? The use of an SQL transform is to read from an SQL statements. From which SQL statements you would like to read? Please see. I'll go back to SAP HANA. I close the catalog, go to the content, go to any package, SAP, go to HBA, ECC. Let's go to expand calculation views. Go to a calculation view company code. I click on the company code, click data preview. Once I click data preview, I click on raw data. Once I click on raw data, so here you can see, click on show log, double click on generated SQL. Once we click on generated SQL, so this is the code, this is the generated code. What I can do, I can copy this code from the calculation view output. I'll go back to data services workbench. I'll click on the SQL transform. So from where you would like to read the code from which table you would like to read the code from. Sorry, from which connection you would like to read the code from. Click data store. I would like to read from SAP HANA. Select SAP HANA and click OK. And here, copy paste the code over here. So once you copy paste the code, click on validate. Your SQL was successfully validated. Click close and click detect schema. Once I click on detect schema, now here you can see SAP client, company code name, city, country, currency, language, chart of accounts. So here you can see all these are different output schema. All these are different output schema. Now what next? Now here once you have this SQL transform, now here you see the output like SAP client company code. So this is the output. Now what I'm going to do, I'll drag and drop the template table. Let us drag and drop the template table. I'll select the data store, MS SQL, and click OK. Provide the table owner. Table owner is best. Provide the table name. I'll give it as company code. as company code master and click OK. And what we are going to do, link SQL transform to company code master. So once you, this is the source and this is the target, and click on validate. And here you can see validation successful. And click close. And click execute. Click yes. And finally click on finish. So once you click finish, now on the MS SQL system, it creates a table and loads data to the table. So in my sessions, fast participants think that the sessions are fast. Because I just got a message. The participants feel that I'm fast. The participants, please see, I've done a little mistake over here. It's selecting the table best. Sorry, schema called best. But there is no schema called best. We need to select the schema, DBO. DBO is the name of the schema for MS SQL. So just click validate again and click execute. Click yes and click finish. This I'm trying to do the same thing because I thought we were doing the same thing. I'm using different examples. Job is being executed. The job is success. Now let us go back to Hana Studio. Sorry. Let us go back to MS SQL. Click on SQL Server Management Studio and let us check whether this table is created or not. So provide the password. W capital, welcome, 123. Click connect. Once I click connect, expand the databases. Expand the best schema. Expand tables. Right click on tables. Click on filter. Click on filter settings. Let me copy this target table name. So this is the target table name. Let me copy this. Click copy. Go back to MS SQL. Enter the table name and click OK. So once you enter the table name, so here you can see the table name. Let us right click on the table and click select top 1000 rows. So once you click select top 1000 rows, now please see participants. So here you can see the same table transferred to MS SQL. So how did we transfer this table? By just reading the code using the SQL transform. In SAP HANA, I copy the code from the view. After I copy this code, I copy paste inside the SQL transform. I link this SQL transform to the template table, and this table is being created on the MS SQL in a schema called DBO. This is the name of the table. Once we execute, it reads this code and finally creates a table and transfers entries into this table. Thank you all the participants to attend today's session. I'll see you tomorrow. A very good morning and good night to all the participants. Thank you.